Driver02 here. How's everyone doing? So I'm coming at you today on a new camera. My old cell phone selfie camera. I found the footage of myself. It made me look horrible. So just trying out this new camera I got. I guess I look a bit better, but the lighting in here is really bad. But well, makes for a nice mirror. Anyways, today's video we're gonna go take a look at my 97 BMW. The car might just have a little more rust and a few more issues than I really want to tackle. So I haven't really looked at it this year. I know last year the one rocker was getting pretty bad. And now it's got I'm not going to say a pull to one side or the other, but when you're on the highway, the wind is blowing you and it's, the car's kind of swaying a bit, and so I don't know if it's an alignment issue or it's probably more like tie rod or control arm or something. So anyways, it's nice weather out. Time for a springtime inspection. So we'll just take a look at the exterior first. And I mean, overall it doesn't look too bad. My M bumper is held up quite well. If we walk around, it doesn't look very rusty. This side's pretty good. But the only telltale signs of any rust would be, you can see there's some bubbling on this fender. And this fender's been, I bondoed it up years ago, so that's somewhat expected. Not really anything. Well, you can see a little speck coming through there, and it's, I repaired this area below the trunk years ago, so it's probably due to start bubbling. And then over here, this side, you can see, I pointed this out before, but I've long since bonded this area, and it's coming back through again. So I mean, overall that's not too bad. That is the only rust on the car. Well, until we look underneath. So interior wise is still pretty nice. This seat is ripped, but I have a cushion that I can replace that with. And other than that, it's fine inside. Well, actually, this is broken, and see, that happened when I had this windshield replaced, and then it, cracked again. Awesome, gotta love that. But all the plastic pillar covers are actually broken, and I've got them. I've used double-sided tape to stick them back on, and all the plastics are breaking. That thing around the speaker's broken. This vent is broken. My steering wheel is actually deteriorating, and sometimes the black comes off on your hands. I use turtle wax on it, and that tends to keep it down quite a bit, but every now and then it wears off and the black dye comes off in your hands. This door is actually falling apart. The door panel is broken. This insert's coming off. All the clips are broken, and even I bought new clips, but the door panel itself is broken where they clip in. I mean, these are minor things, but they're the exact reason why people get rid of cars too. Sunroof no longer works. It physically works, but this headliner part, like here you can see it's been getting caught and jammed up in the works, so you can't open it anymore. Other than that, like interior wise, this car is still very nice. Okay, so this is pretty hard to film, but preliminary inspection says it doesn't look horrible, but it's definitely not good. There's not much floor pan left either. This piece is a patch I put on a couple years ago, and it's almost ready to fall off. Holy cow. Like, it wasn't that bad, and I put this patch on just to cover it up so nothing else would get in there. But I'd say the damage is done now. So there's nothing around this jack point either. It's done. Yeah, that's done. The floor doesn't look too bad back here. Oh, that thing's done. That plug or whatever it is. Actually, I'm seeing some rust up here too. So passenger side floor and rocker are completely done. Look, there's nothing there. Oh, that's the jack point right there, actually. So that jack point is still there. There's nothing around it. And this whole rocker's done. I bet you if I pulled this plastic cover off... Oh, I just got rust in my eyes. But if we pulled this off, I'd never get it back on. So as we approach this side, this rocker cover is loose. And if we peer in, it don't look too good. So this is the jack point. What jack point? And floor is very similar to the other side, but the midsection is pretty good. So from the front jack point all the way to the rear jack point is almost good, except for the spot right in front of the rear jack point. That's an odd one. It's all solid, well, except for the rust hole right there. Huh. And of course the salt is right there. It's probably where it all gets splashed up. Floor pan's a little better on this side, I think, but not by much. And once you dig into it, it's, you know, but the jack point at least is good here, so there's 1 out of 4. That part, that can be saved. Okay, found a good part. Yeah, rusty back there though. That's getting into where the trailing arm mounts. So I've got the jack placed in the safest spot I can find. Got a little wiggle side to side, so could just be a little bit of, I think just a tiny bit of tie rod play. Nothing too bad though. this side feels a bit looser. Only side to side again. Oh yeah, I think it's got a worn out tie rod end. No. What is that? Okay, let's see. Is that the control arm? Or is that the tie rod? I'm not sure. I'll have to review that footage to see what was moving. And my hood cable, the cable hasn't broke, but the end of what the cable goes into under the hood, a plastic piece is broke off that the cable goes into. So now to open my hood, I gotta grab the wire, or the cable I mean, with some pliers and really reef on it, and it will open. It's easier two-handed, but there we go. You get the pliers like that and pull as much as you can. There, the hood will open. So that's another thing that's broke recently. And I can't even find that cable assembly online anywhere, and parts store nearby didn't have it, so I don't know, one of those things. So I have a feeling it's something to do with my upper strut mount. I think the strut bearing is gone on this side, because these aren't loose, so that's the only other thing it could be. I think that's where all the play is, on this side, this tire. So I guess I need one strut or both struts. Oh yeah, there's the blower motor. So it quit working last summer, I believe, and took everything apart and realized I can't even get to the blower motor, and so I kind of forgot about it, and then blower motor started working again. So I've just left everything like this, and it hasn't failed yet. So hey, when things fix themselves, you can't complain. So that's a tough call. I mean, I really like the car. You know, like I was saying, like, mechanically it's in pretty good shape. It just needs that one strut bearing. That's all I found wrong. And I've actually got a spare set, so I can pop the bearing off one of them, or maybe put both of those struts in or something. So really that wouldn't cost me anything but time. Rockers and floors, on the other hand, I'm not sure what the rocker panels themselves cost. Floor pan metal I can fab up myself, but I don't really have the time to do that to this car. I mean, I'm thinking the actual metal work and fabbing it up and welding it up, I can do that. But I mean, I would have to park this car for a while, because the whole interior's got to come out. And then cutting the rocker panels out, I might have to like reinforce the door openings and stuff to keep the car square, and you know, that's a major job. So such is life, I guess, and I'm gonna have to come up with something. So I guess I just gotta think everything over, weigh my options. Oh well, definitely could be worse, so I mean, I can look at it that way. What is the fate of my E36? Well, at this point, it's probably not going anywhere. but it might not be long for this world. So if there's any update on this vehicle, I will definitely share it with you. And as always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you then. So, trying to think positive on the matter and convince myself the car is not really that bad. I don't know. That rocker though, that is pretty bad.